These are women farmers under the platform of the Small Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria. They converge in Abuja with other critical stakeholders in the agricultural space to chart a way forward for women to be given equal opportunities like their male counterparts in the agricultural sector. They were brought together by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and with support from Action Aid Nigeria to seek avenues of implementing the National Gender Policy on Agriculture, as these will address poverty. Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, who was represented by Oluwatayin Alade, and Chairman of the National Gender Steering Committee, Azubike Nwokoye, says the inequality in the agricultural sector, especially as it affects small-scale women farmers, can be addressed through national gender policy.
The national gender policy in agriculture is consistent with the Sustainable Development Goals that addresses the following. 1. Eradicating poverty, SDG 1, ending hunger by achieving food security, improving nutrition and sustainable agriculture, that is SDG 2, ensuring healthy living by promoting well-being for all at all ages and enhancing the empowerment of women and girls, SDG 5, building resilient infrastructure, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization as well as fostering innovation, SDG 9, and taking urgent action to combat climate change and its impact, SDG 13. Consequently, the ministry is highly committed to the socio-economic empowerment of women and men in the sector through various programs and initiatives. There is renewed hope for food security. Therefore, acknowledging that acting in line with the Sustainable Development Goals Declaration, gender parity is a prerequisite for eradicating poverty and promoting sustainable human development.
Effective implementation of a policy can actually lead to closing the gender gap in agriculture and rural labor markets. It can contribute to our achieving food security. So that's what we are doing. So we all recognize that more needs to be done, and that's why we are organizing this forum to push for more to be done in terms of the policy. So one good thing that happened in the policy, maybe because of the kind of stakeholders that were involved, like Action Aid and others, we made sure that, you would have heard of several government committees, but you wouldn't know what is happening. So what we've ensured is that we keep this policy alive. We are doing different political economy analysis in different areas to also bring out data, real life data, to show stakeholders, development partners and government that these are where there are gaps.
Stakeholders at the event expressed their opinion on the policy and its impact on women who are farmers.
It is a policy that ensures the promotion of gender-sensitive and gender-responsive programs so that men and women will have access to quality agricultural assets in terms of women issues. The policy seeks to address the unequal gender power relations in the agricultural sector because there are huge gender inequalities in the sector.
As such, implementation of the policy is expected to contribute to achieve gender-based reforms and further increase productivity among men and women in the agricultural sector. Indeed, the stakeholders are policymakers whose actions and inactions are directed bearing or actualization or performing execution of such policies after initiation.
The national policy, if it is fully implemented, is really going to assist the women farmers, because all the challenges that we have talking about unavailability of farming inputs, talking about grants, talking about any other thing you think as far as farming is concerned that is usually given as an assistance to farmers doesn't go to women as it goes to the men. So the national gender policy is talking about equity, equal distribution according to the number of farmers. So definitely it is going to improve our productivity, and not only in productivity, with improved in productivity, there is also going to be sustainability, especially in the sustainable development goals, considering the reduction in poverty, talking about again food security. When these things are done, women are going to benefit. There will be improved production. When it is fully implemented, the productivity is going to improve by about 20 to 30% if fully implemented.
It could be recalled that the Global Food and Nutrition Security Report indicates a 133% increment in the number of Nigerians facing food insecurity. With Emmanuel Unu, News 24.